Episode 34. So life in Borgia Marina continues at the usual pace. At least that's what it looks like on the surface. But underneath the surface, Diana is scheming, heavily, to win the hearts of every eligible bachelor and bachelorette that she can find, including Pena, but our plans are hitting a wall right now. We already reminded Pena that we already played marbles with her, by which I mean I just did it before this episode, since I already played marbles with her before I activated the quest, so that didn't check off automatically. The only things left to do with her are to cook a caprese and watch a movie. So let's say that Diana and Pena agree to meet up later tonight while she go finds that tomato she needs for the caprese, apparently. Can't just buy it at the store, it seems.
Hey.
Guess she'll wait here. I wondered if that tomato was actually something that you get from the farm, but we didn't get it from there before. Actually, there's this place, right? They don't sell, like, tomato plants or whatever, right? It's all just decoration. Well, this has fruit growing on it, but I don't think that's for cooking. I think these are all just decoration at your apartment. I like tulips. Geraniums are nice. This cathedral cactus is interesting. Spiderwort. Wow. How many of these are there? Quite a few. Anyway. Give me the tulips. Kind of a pointless purchase, but can't just be window shopping. It'd be very rude. Yeah, so since we don't actually know where the tomatoes are, my best bet is, I think, to go over to the farm and maybe the tomatoes are growing somewhere I haven't seen yet, or like they spawn there randomly sometimes. I guess we also have to hang out with Adriano and Cecilia at that rate. Just because they can't walk around with us doesn't mean we can't exactly consider them non-eligible bachelors and bachelorettes or whatever. Hope he doesn't mind if we're just gonna raid his tomatoes, but he doesn't have any. We've gotten these already before, right? Pretty sure. Where else could I get tomatoes? Going in some random place, maybe? Where would that be? Over here, in this Gardini, we did gather something at one point, but I think there was only one thing to gather there. It's the only other place that I can think of where things would be growing other than these random collection points throughout the town. Maybe over here? In the villa? I'm pretty sure I got everything from the villa, though. Any tomatoes here, Adriano? Just wild tomatoes growing somewhere you don't know about? Probably not. Well, it'd be rude to just stop by for tomatoes and leave immediately when we can't find them. Let's say hi. Hey, Diana. How do you feel about Eternal Borgia Marina, which extends to your farm, apparently? What do you make of an infinite summer? Hot, tiring, and a ton of work to do. Really? You have infinite vacation time and you still think about work? Okay. Or at least, that's what I would have said before I got to know you. After all this, I intend to take things a bit easier. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm even thinking about looking for an assistant. With all this free time, people have to use it somehow, right? That's exactly what you should be thinking about in this exact situation. And I guess we'll be your assistant, even though we're supposed to be taking it easy too. I guess we have to spread the cheer or whatever. Someone has to work so other people can take a break, right? Do you need any help around the farm, Adriano? Thinking about it? Yeah, I could use a hand around here. You know how this goes by now. Come back when you're finished. Yes, sir. This very basic minigame, which is just the same collection thing that we did before. Actually, maybe this is how we get the tomatoes, if we keep on gathering this way or something. Maybe not. We don't actually get the ingredients that we gather here, it's just for the minigame, I guess. Seems like they're in different spawn locations than they were last time. I remember them spawning the first time I did this in sometimes strange locations, so guess I should just check every nook and cranny just to be sure. Are they actually... no. Mistook that white circle for collection point. Thought they might have been visible from a distance. Strange, I've only found one. Must be over by the lemon trees, I guess. Or over here? Yeah. Should be 4 of them. 2 more after this. Ah, there was one right here. So they have chickens. They don't have like livestock or anything other than chickens. Are chickens considered livestock? I'm not sure. What else could they have other than chickens? Is it all just like poultry? They've got fish, but you can't farm fish. Or can you? I don't actually know. How would you farm fish without like, you know, killing them? I'm sure you could like grow them in captivity or whatever. Grow them. I mean, raise them. I guess. There are probably real techniques like that in the real world, I assume. Where fish are just like grown artificially, or in artificial dens or something. Where's this last collection point? Surely we're not done. Did I miss it somehow? It might be in some random corner again. Well, we don't have to fill the bar completely to progress, right? Technically, I think. Alright, I think it's not here in the vineyard, or whatever. So where else could it be? Already checked back here, kind of. Collect from the chickens, maybe? No. Oh, it was right here. I somehow missed it. Yeah, they definitely made these easier. It's not like I particularly mind, it's not like I think they're ruining the experience by making this one minigame easier, the rotating dial or whatever. But I guess it does remove the chance of failure, if that's any consideration for game design. Hey Diana. Hey, today we brought home the bacon. Good job. Wait, so they've got bacon? I mean, I guess we have eaten things that are like meat, right? So where do they get it from, other than the chickens or whatever? Is bacon just another word for chicken meat in this universe? Have we met a pig character yet? We have, yeah. It was, the fashion-forward guy. What was his name? He was over on Corso Garibaldi. He was also one of the pets from the credits. Forgot his name. And that's day 2. Of infinite days, apparently. Helping Adriano out at the farm is tiring. How can he usually do everything by himself? So, what do you say? Well, that was actually a pretty good sum of money. I should remember to come here more often, actually. I forgot we got paid. Did we get paid that first time? So, what do you say? See you tomorrow? If you can, of course. Well, definitely. I mean, not just because you're paying us, but also because this is your romance quest, apparently. I think. You might not actually be able to romance Adriano and Cecilia. They might just be in the friends category, but not the same as the other 4. It's hard to say. By the way, can we actually read that book now that we're not with Pena? Damn. It was called a romance or something, but I didn't really understand what the title had to do with that. I guess it's just like a fancy name that isn't necessarily having to do with actual prime numbers or something. Where the hell would those tomatoes be anyway? This is ending up being harder than Pawn's coffee quest. Wouldn't be randomly growing out on an island, would it? That's the only other place I can think of that I wouldn't have run by a million times already. What if this garden belongs to someone? I wonder if she'd mind letting me have some vegetables. Tomatoes. Those are tomatoes, right? It either belongs to this door, which I think we talked to, or that door. Maybe... Can Luisa do something for you? Yeah, I remember Luisa. The garden. Signora Luisa, do you by any chance know who owns the garden over there? It's mine, girl. Why? Oh, I just wanted to ask if I could borrow some vegetables. We have a date, you see. Borrow? Just take whatever you need. If people didn't want to share, back in my partisan days, I wouldn't be here. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Luisa. You're so kind. If only we could repay her somehow. Too bad we can't cook you dinner. So, stuck in time, eh? Such great news. I was starting to worry that this was how things were. What does that mean? It finally explains the stale ideas of that dusty old stick in the mud of my brother Italo. Take care, girlie. You've met Italo, right? Didn't exactly internalize the connection between those two characters. Unless I actually haven't met Italo. Luis is like an otter, right? So... Otters are mammals, right? So I guess it doesn't like break the rules of all these characters being mammals. They are all mammals, right? I think. Italo, Italo, Italo. Ah, did I miss him? Maybe I haven't actually met him yet. It just seemed like a familiar name is all. No Italo, no Italo. I could have scrolled right past him and not even noticed. I do that all the time. Well, if I haven't met him yet, I'm sure I'll knock on his door eventually. Let's harvest some vegetables. I'm glad I just kind of wandered in this direction. I thought it might have been over at the villa, but here we go. This explains why I'm missing like so many cards on my thing. Oh, I guess I already had potatoes. Okay, I guess the only new thing we're getting are the tomatoes. There's still a lot of things I'm missing. Although I guess, yeah, it's probably just stuff that I buy from the store. This might be like the last out in the world collection point or something that I haven't gotten yet. Could be another garden somewhere that I haven't accessed. Tomato. Truly loved in Italian cuisine. It really sauces up every dish. So yeah, what I'm missing in terms of ingredients is... Oh, only 2 more things, actually. Are they just things that I buy at the store, maybe? I don't know. Oh, we have everything that we need to cook for tonight, so... Before we do that, we're going to rub it into Lectua's face. What a hot date we have planned for tonight. We're going to cook a caprese, going to watch a movie. We should go buy a new movie, I think. Did we already watch this movie with Pena? I think we did. Yeah, she commented on the welfare of the octopus zombies. Maybe not another horror movie. You wait right there. We'll be right back. After we rub it into Lectua's face. Let's see. Goose Brothers. That's a comedy, right? Musicals? I like musicals. Would Pena like musicals? Music and math go together, right? Music theory and all that. We'll just say they will. Oh, his description is... What can I say? Quite simply the most famous musical comedy of all time. And Pawn's favorite. I can't resist, I have to say it. Damn, we don't get the entire dialogue. I think it's like a translation thing that it goes off screen and we can't see the rest of it. Okay, before we actually go and buy that, let's just make sure there isn't a better option. Meta-narrative? Maybe Pena would like meta-narrative? I don't know. Maybe she'd hate meta-narrative. I don't even know how to define meta-narrative. Psychological drama. She might like that. Oh, lecturer likes this, huh? Crying with laughter. Are any of these movies... Oh, this one's Gemma's favorite. Interesting. And Cecilia. It's fun to see these people's... like, the description on these movies comment on whose favorite movie it is, not just your potential dating partner, but just random characters. It really feels like these characters around town come in and out of this movie store pretty often. Muti and Tuti, huh? No, Mama Lucia. No, we wouldn't get Pena's favorite because she's new in town. I don't imagine. So let's just get... Well, let's just get what I want since we don't know what Pena wants, so... I want to see the musical. We end up right back to it. I can't wait to see the half dozen or dozen or so images that play in GIF-like fashion on the TV screen. I'm completely serious. It's actually a high point for me to see all that art. And it's going to be like that for like at least a dozen more movies or something. And we get to see everyone's dialogue commenting on the movie individually too. Oh, Lectua, we got a hot date tonight. Are you jealous? Do you feel like you maybe want to apologize for ditching us? Where the hell is this guy? He's actually right here, technically. The thing is, he wasn't actually bugged out or missing or whatever. It turns out you just have to interact with his boots here. I looked it up to see if it was a bug or something, but some other person that was wondering the same thing was hopefully helped out by one of the dev team members on a forum or something. Wouldn't have realized that this wasn't here before, but thankfully it was pointed out for me. Don't actually know why these are here, though. Fisherman boots left here, and no lecture in sight. Seems very suspicious. Yet another piquant mystery for Detective Caproni to solve. Okay, I'm getting a little too carried away. Pena did say no more mysteries, otherwise she was going to hunt us down or something. Well, I guess this barely qualifies as a mystery, it's just, where the hell is Sexua? Maybe someone on the pier knows where he went. I better go ask around. The piece of the sailor. Where did Lexua go? Usually he's here at the pier, but I can't find him anywhere. Maybe someone at the docks knows where Lexua went. Better ask around. Hey Peppino, you know things.
Hey.
Do you know what happened to Lexua by any chance? I've got a lot to do and I don't know what you're talking about. Peppino doesn't know what happened to anyone. Anyone, you understand? Now leave me in peace. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think asking him would give us anything. Oh, he wants us to leave, then he asks us to come back? What a strange guy. I guess no one actually lives behind this door. It's just like storage or something, right? I would have thought this room was storage too. Maybe it's just where Peppino works or something. Whatever work you can do in this thing that's just underneath the place where people walk on. Kind of a weird design, but... I mean, I guess that's just like a normal building, right? People walk on top of you all the time. It's just weird to think about. But there's like a room below here. This thoroughfare. I'm just not used to architecture that's anything beyond very basic stuff, I guess. Don't really get such beautiful architecture in the place that I live. If you can call this beautiful architecture, which I do. Do you know where Lexua is? You can catch different kinds of fish here. If you want to catch others, you'll have to go to an island or the river. Thanks, pal. I'm sure this guy knows, right? Signorina Diana, how can I help you? I've got a question for you. Do you know where Lexua went? Keith. Let him work. He ain't gon' get her. Let him work, he isn't gonna get hurt? Is that what he said? Eh? It's Genovese. Let him work. It won't do him any harm. Ah. He's out fishing somewhere, is he? Yep, high tide. Must be a foot or seven. Thanks. See you around then. Are there other people we could have talked to that I missed out on dialogue for? Hello. Do you need to rent? Oh, Mario. How would someone be here if not for that? Well, we might have been able to ask Mario about Lexua, but we're gonna miss his dialogue forever, unfortunately. This is why I always go with the wrong options first in video games. How do you feel about the Eternal Town? Fishing boats in the Arctic, cargo ships in India, oil platforms in the Pacific. I've seen them all, everything. But all this about Orlando doing magic. Ah. I know, unbelievable. You know, at the end of the story, I realized I'm not cut out for a life of adventure. A quiet day amidst the colors of home, a smell of salt in the air, and a glass of fine grape juice with good friends. That's all I need. The next toast on the fishing boat is dedicated to you, Miss... Diana. Diana, to you and the dream of Borgio Marina. Here's to 100, no, 1,000 more of these days. I'll come back later. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. He truly isn't. No one is. The eternal dream of Borgio Marina. Well, we really gotta rub it into Lexua's face, so... Pena can wait. I swear we're not just using you, Pena, to get to Lexua. This isn't some big brain play, even though I was kind of talking about that at the beginning of the episode. So you can't actually fish here. I guess he'd be over here somewhere. Where are the fishing points? Oh, wait. There's one. How do I do this again? There we go. Damn. You gotta stop a little bit before it, like that. Yep, it's a level 2 fish, alright. It's got the advanced minigame. What is this? Bronzino. Bronzinos take their name from an Italian word, bronchia, which means gill, because their gills are so prominent. Bronchia is like that. Is that the same prefix as bronchitis or whatever, meaning throat? That would make sense, I guess, for gill. There are other things other than bronchitis. What else is bronch the prefix for? I can't remember. Oh, we got a new fish, but there's probably a few more. Like over there. Just hang tight, Lexua. Can we actually hit it from here? That really far one? Kind of. Oh, it's just a level 1? Okay. Oh, it's a level 2. I can feel it. Damn, screwed that up. Would you look at that? Alright, I'm done looking at that. It's 15.82 kilograms, that's pretty heavy, I think, comparatively. A grouper. A grouper. A solitary fish, as you can tell from its name. Har, har. Does that pun work in Italian too? How many languages does that pun work in? Hello, Signor Grouper. Sorry I caught you, but my hook finds you so very attractive. I'm so cool, says Diana. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's not the quit button. Oh, there's one more? I'm not sure we caught all the fish here at the fort. We caught 2 new kinds, there might be like 3 new kinds. Might make sense from a game design perspective. No, we caught one of these already. You can give it one more try, if there's like another fishing point. Oh, I guess they just respawned. We'll go for a fishing point we haven't tried already, if there is one. Did we try this one? I think we did. Alright then, I guess if we tried them all, we'll just go for this one near Lectua again. Show off to him even more. We not only have a hot date, but we've also got some great fish. Okay, that's new, even though it's rarity 1. What is this thing called again? A flatfish? A sole. Ironically, it is ill-suited to making shoes. Is flatfish like a real name? I don't actually know. I might have just made that up. One soul to rule them all, one soul to find them, one soul to bring them all, etc. In Borgia Marina where the sun shines fine. Does that Lord of the Rings reference make sense in Italian? Soul. Ring? Maybe the Italian name is Ring or something? Would you know, Lectua?
Good sir.
So, this is where you go to take refuge in solitude. Until someone comes along and interrupts. You don't scare me with that ugly mug anymore, you know. Kind of zoomed in weirdly. Camera angle. There we go. No, wait. There. I guess that was a bit harsh, Diana. You're not giving up on this, huh? You're so stubborn, you know that? It's my trademark. I can see. Well, what did you want? I had nothing to do, so I thought maybe you'd want some company while you fish. Diana, are you forgetting your date already? Were you really just using Pena? Do I seem like somebody who wants company while they fish to you? Yes, absolutely. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I know you don't like sappiness and thank yous. And stop making that face. Let me finish. Maybe it doesn't matter to you, but it does to me. You know, because of the theft at the Kunigles. If you hadn't come along, I think Malagamba and Tonu would never have believed me. You got me out of a real mess. Look, I didn't do it for you. No, yeah, I didn't mean... Here in Borjo, we lost our sense of time, not justice. Would this comment be readable before you beat the game? Maybe. It doesn't necessarily imply that he knows that time has stopped at this point. I guess it makes sense both before and after the big reveal. This kind of bubble we're living in wasn't just outside. Okay, wait, is he actually talking about the literal bubble, or... Again, I'm not sure if he's just using figurative terms, or if this is specifically something you can only talk about after the big reveal. Don't know. It was in my head. Ever since Moira. It's like everything stopped. Nothing was important anymore. When you came to ask me about the night at the villa, it's like I woke up. I realized that I had to take a stand. That I could finally do something right after everything wrong. But, Nectua, what could you have possibly done differently? Not go that night. Not invite her onto the boat the first time. Never have met her. You know what happened wasn't your fault, right? Maybe not. Maybe I don't know that. I haven't experienced anything even remotely close to what happened to you. But because of that, well, I think you shouldn't have had to experience it either. Aha, there we go. Well, where? Something took the bait. I've got to tell Giuliano these worms are good. So this is your secret to fishing, the bait. There's another thing that makes a difference. What? Where you go to find the fish. They're not everywhere. No? There are some famous spots among fishermen around these parts. But you have to know how to find them. It's easy. You have to line yourself up with the horizon. I wouldn't exactly call it easy, but it is. Use that rock as a reference. Okay? Now follow the sea line on the left. What exactly is he talking about? This rock? That rock? Might not actually be talking about something that we can see on screen. Could just be narrating something we can't see. Maybe. Camera's so close. Okay. And I ruined it. Sure. I'm getting it. Now wrinkle your nose like that. But I don't see how. Trust me, it's essential. Okay? Like this? I'm just kidding. Yeah. He's just kidding. A real kidder, this Lexua. Lexua. However, it would be really interesting to delve into this matter. Yes. Go to the other fishermen. Pippo and Dante must be around somewhere on their boats. Peppino's always in the same place. Oh my god. What the hell is this card? The Lords of the Sea. Lexua told me to go speak with the old fishermen of the town. Pippo, Dante, and Peppino. I feel like the new member of a fish confraternity. Is that a word? Is it confraternity? I don't actually know. Confraternity might be the word. When you speak with them, remember to say that the tide sent you. I don't know if I like the aura of this mystery. Am I getting into something bigger than me? Well, see you later. Is that your secret code for get out of here, Diana? Not so secret. In the shadow of the fort. So there is a sensitive guy under that hard shell. Finding out was not easy, but it wasn't nearly as difficult as finding the secret fishing spot of the Borgia Marina fishermen. Wasn't? Did we find it already? I don't think we did. Isn't that what we're doing right now? See you around, though. See you soon. Well, Diana has completely forgotten about her date with Pena. She's completely on this fish mystery now, and so am I. We'll start with Peppino. There isn't actually like something like this under the waters of Borgia Marina, is there? Right? Maybe? Well, Mr. Peppino, I wanted to tell you... Peppino knows why you are here. The tide. The tide sends me. The tide... how could you know? How could you know? Hey, Peppino has waited, and waited, and waited for this precise moment. If the kid deems her worthy, Peppino believes him. Did you say worthy? The guardian of the abyss, the giant anglerfish, must be hunted down. It is the only way the gates of the deep will be reopened, and Peppino will be a step closer to freedom. I'm not agreeing to free some cosmic entity from captivity, am I? That would be one hell of a plot twist for this side quest in this game that we've already technically beaten, but we'll see. Give me that ancient chart, the parchment map. Peppino knows the ritual. Peppino is a humble servant. Oh, we're doing this game again. I forgot about this game. I thought it might have only been like that one time for learning our boating license or whatever, but here we are again. So yeah, I guess these boats are obstacles, just kind of limiting where we can go. It ends with a down left and a down left. Begins with left upright. So it can't be here, could be here. Not here, nor here, nor here. None of these columns. It could be here, as the ending point, that is. So basically these three, this kind of J shape, could be the ending points. This, no, this space is taken up. This could be the ending point technically. Only those 4 places. Let's see, just going in reverse, upright, upright, right, down, can't overlap this, so starting here instead, upright, upright, can't go to the right. So I think it'd have to be here. Upright, upright, right. No, down, down, no. I got this wrong somehow. Upright, upright, right. Down, down. Left, down, right. Can we overlap with this boat? Do these boats move on their own accord? Well, just in terms of these routes, putting the boat here can work if this boat gets the hell out of the way, because then we can just do a left and up, then a right. Then up, up, left, down, left. If these boats, like, move in the direction they're facing, that could work. Oh, they do. Oh, they go back and forth, okay. I didn't really consider the boat's back and forth movement in that puzzle. I just thought of it in terms of the possible paths that we can take based on the arrows, and it seemed to work out. Oh, we solved the abyssal gates. Does that mean we now know where that giant demon anglerfish is? Abyssal gates. Peppino is sure that the giant anglerfish guards the entrance of an obscure underwater vein. That's just dumb. It is here. Here, where the dark waters are concentrated. Do it for poor little Peppino. Break his chains. However, with that piece of wood you got, Peppino has seen many before you leap into the vortex unprepared, and he still sees them. Yes, they are calling you, aren't they? Everything is crystal clear. Now, can I go, please? Today is a good day. Okay. Goodbye, Peppino. Oh, is this now... Oh, it's like a different thing. It's like a green quest. I guess it's different from the hangout quest. It's like a... We unlocked a new fishing thing from Lexua. Okay. I thought this might have just been to advance Lexua, and maybe you do need to do it to advance Lexua, but... Seems like it's an entirely different tangent. Oh, forget romance, we're going fishing. Now let's see. They are marked on the map. There's Dante. There's Peepo. And that's where that fish is. Let's talk to the others first, just because they're on the way. Which boats would they be? That one right in front, maybe? Yes, I think. Is there like a better clothing option for fishing? Like a t-shirt with a big fish on it or something? Like a shirt that says, "Fish fear me, I fear Peppino," or something like that? What's up? Diana. Signor Dante, the tide sends me. It can't be. Why is he yelling? That's a lot of emotion out of nowhere. Is this really happening? Why the bodies of 1 million moths? Is this really be the right moment? Is he doing like pirate speak or something? Look, I don't understand it. The legends are true, Diana. Dragout's nemesis, the sea monster he has hunted all his life, really exists. The giant eel is here in Borgo Marina. I knew it. I knew the giant eel could be caught. The first time they mentioned it, I knew. Well, you know, him or his offspring. Really? But you... The answer is yes. I saw it with my own eyes, and I have never been able to catch it. It's my one that got away. But you can do it. I can. Give me your chart there. I will show you the way. Okay, these are like the endgame fish that we're all unlocking all at once, it seems. Interesting. Alright, now we know the rules of this. We got it's ending in a downright and an upright, so could end here. Maybe this one would be easier to do just from like starting from the left and working our way right. Like starting with right, down, left. There's like a lot of these X shapes here, which means it'll be hard to narrow down just based on positioning. I think by law of averages or whatever, we're more likely to start over here, just because there are more spaces than on the left, so... Right, down, left. Down, right, that's no good. So let's look at how it ends, down, right, and upright. Can also do a down, right, upright here, and here, and here, as well as here, and here. So many possibilities. Now this area right here is just full of possibilities, only limited by these boats. This one might be kind of hard. Unless I get lucky and pick the right one right out the gate. Let's just say we start here. Right, down. No, but then we'd bump into it. What if we start here? Right, down, left, down. I think that'll work. Let's just try it. If we fail, we fail. Navigating between the boats like a pro. Yeah. Just basic game theory or whatever. It just seemed like the right place to start where all of those complicated mechanics were. The boats and all of the possible points that we could work with. This is why you're the one, Diana. If you know how to navigate like that, then you're sure to catch the big eel. All of the eel. The descendant of the giant moray eel that battled with Pirate Dragout is hiding in this sea, and Dante knows how to find it. Actually, yeah, I think they mentioned this a couple of times, this Pirate Dragout or whatever, or did they mentioned Dragout before, I'm not sure they mentioned pirate. But this explains that one thing that happened in the church, right? Didn't we encounter a pirate that fired a cannon at a big eel? That must have been the Pirate Dragout, brought back from the annals of history or whatever. Interesting. If that was all real, like whatever happened there, that might have just been our imagination or... I don't know. Remember, X marks the spot. I'll see that eel on the counter of Giuliano the fishmonger, even if it takes me until the end of my days. But that fishing rod... Well, it just won't do, young lady. You need to equip yourself better to face Dragout's arch enemy. Yeah, I guess Peppino was saying the same thing. I wasn't quite sure if he was, but now it's pretty clear. We need a level 3 fishing rod for these endgame fish. It should have been clear since, like I said, if 2-star fish exist, there must be 3-star fish. Oh well, May the sea assist you, Diana. Thank you for the encouragement. I will try to be worthy of the pirate Jagut. How do you feel about eternal fishing, or whatever? I guess that's what you're going to be doing, right? The end of your days will never come, so you'll be eternally fishing for this giant eel, maybe? I didn't think I'd find anything in life astounding again. But I have to change my mind. Do you think anything can live in such stagnant water? If you find it stagnant, you can always shake things up, right? You're right. And off we go. I guess there's one more endgame fish that we unlock over here. Actually, when do we unlock the ability to go to that island? It seems like our boat isn't allowed to go there yet. Or can we even go there at all? Are we just like not allowed to go there? It might just be scenery. But we can go past it to find this fish. And the eel is over here. Are we going to learn about the fish that took this guy's leg, maybe? Could be. Like a giant shark or something? Hi, Diana. Do you need anything? Good morning, people. The, Tide sent me. Wow. So in the end, Nexua chose you. Chose me for what? My dear Diana, you see, the sea holds 1,000 secrets, even in apparently calm waters like Borgia Marina. There are some fish, some creatures, I dare to say, that give even the most seasoned seafarers difficulties. However, you represent youth, the future that will overcome us old wrecks. Is he still talking about fishing, or is it the throne of Camelot? Out there on the high seas, there's a giant grouper that I've never been able to reel in. The last time I saw it, I still had both legs. Give me your map, dear. I'll show you how to find it. Okay. Not necessarily implying that that he lost his leg to the fish, but maybe. I mean, I guess it is implying exactly that, just not explicitly stating it. No boats this time, just routing. There's a left, down, right, up, right. Up, left, up, down, left. There's like a lot of rights in quick succession, not a lot of lefts to make up for it. So I think that means we start towards the left, kind of. Maybe here, like left, down, right, up, right. Left, up, yeah, perfect. It just works out perfectly, I think. Wait, was it here or here? Left, down, no, it was here. Yeah, that makes sense. The ones without the boats are way easier. The big grouper. Coral shoals. People pointed on the map, where I can find a giant grouper that controls the most dangerous parts of the seafloor. There you are. Now you know where to look. Although, you will certainly need a better fishing rod than that to catch such a fish. Yeah, everyone just insults our rod, but no one tells us how to get a better rod. Well, good luck, young Diana. I would come with you, if only I didn't feel pins and needles at the mere thought of meeting that infamous grouper again. You'll see. Nexua will not regret choosing me for this task. Knowing you have all the time in the world is quite comforting, really. I could take my time to get used to the prosthetic I'm getting to you to make, and to figure out what to do. Maybe my old co-workers would want me to come back would want to come back and work with me. See you soon, Beepo. Alright, I know we need a better rod, but let's just see what it looks like when we try to catch this fish. Maybe Diana will tell us how we can actually get a better rod. Oh, is that it right there? Can you see a bigger splash from the distance when it's like the big scary fish? Is that what I'm seeing right now? I guess we can't actually land on this island. That's unfortunate. It seems like a nice hangout spot. I guess it's just for scenery? Yeah, there's the big one. It's like a whole swarm of them. I guess the big one is feeding on the swarm or something. This isn't gonna work, but... There's a whirlpool. Can't do this, Diana, huh? Oh, she's talking about the kelp. There's still this whirlpool here. Oh, that didn't count? Weird. I think I gotta back up a bit. Gotta be right in front of it. No? Weird. I'm not actually hooking onto the big whirlpool right now. Maybe a bit to the side. There we go. Somehow. Now I know we need a better rod, but before when we tried to catch a level 2 fish with the level 1 rod, Diana said something about like how we needed a better rod. We haven't gotten that line yet, because we haven't actually failed against a big level 3 fish yet. I was hoping if we failed against a level 3 fish, we might get some indication from Diana about how to get a better rod. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen. I guess we gotta go slightly to the right for some reason. Well, this is a spot, but we're not catching it. I guess we need a level 3 rod after all. Unless this is one of those things where you gotta keep fishing until you get the big fish. I don't think it is. Oh well. Oh, I threw it out. Oops. Well, we're gonna have to think about how we're gonna get a better fishing rod. No idea how to do that. How did we do it last time? I think we just walked up to Chio with a fishing rod in hand, and then she just kind of told us she could make a better one for us. I don't think that's going to be the same way that we're going to get another fishing rod, because we already talked to Chio with a level 2 rod in hand, so she didn't mention a level 3. And Mekshua's boat is still here. Even after all this time, even after we caught the thief who was Pawn in the first place. Mekshua's boat. Yep. Unbelievable. They just kind of left it here. At this point it's littering. In fact, how did Lekshua even get to Fort Esterine without using his boat if it's just been sitting here this whole time? He must have some other boat that he uses for backup, so he completely forgot about this one. Well, I guess the only thing it's good for now is as a backdrop for a photo or something. That would be a good time to take a break.